I am Raymond Lussier, more known as Rambo in the gaming community. I am from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Yes, I am French. The FAMAS, obviously, is just the versatility of the gun. It's just so good. There's really no explanation to it. Everyone just knows it's the best gun all around. There's no debating.
This is the one game type where they like to force him back over there.
French is his native language.
In fact, he's got himself 2 kills in a row. Rambo's going to be left all by himself. This could be time. No, it's not. Get turned on.
He has 9 championships as a professional player.
Bell curve had already passed.
At that seed domination site. And
Cap, how do you counter something you can't kill?
you can fire like they are right now. Rambo, backside hit bar, takes down one, and ends up.
He arguably has the highest COD IQ of any pro on the sticks.
Nice. Yeah. I got the loading guy. One just went inside. One just went inside.
No, let's go through.
Last guy just went inside. I'm going for it. No, one more here. I got him. I'm stunned though. I'm stunned though. 3. Last guy's might nade me. I'm weak. He's gonna be behind me. No, he's in here. I got him.
He has won a championship on every single Call of Duty with the exception of Modern Warfare 2.
This could go, and this is gonna go to Rambo, getting the ninja defuse. Wow.
To be the bomb carrier here for Optic Gaming. Through the wall, able to plant it inside of the A-bomb site. Coming back around, Rambo able to take out one. That was random for me. As he continues to push out and
Rambo Envy.
And he's
gonna get it.
He's got, I don't know. It's going to get halfway there. It's going to have a couple seconds left on the clock. It's going to get there. And Envy's got the win! Envy's got the win! Oh my goodness. It was to the second. The 0.1 second. That is the moment that you want when you're playing competitive Call of Duty. Oh.
Hey, what is up, guys? It's your boy Kingdom Soldier, and I'm back again with another Call of Duty profile for Rambo, Lussier, or Lussier, or Lussier. You guys tell me how to say it. Rambo is definitely, arguably, one of the best players to ever play Call of Duty. If there was a Hall of Fame, he would definitely be in it. Most of you guys know of his recent success, especially last year getting 2nd place at Call of Duty Championships, winning $50,000. He's won over $70,000 as a player playing professional Call of Duty. And all of it started as a little kid playing Mario and Pac-Man with his grandmother. And then it wasn't until COD 4 in 2008 when Rambo was at home watching the national championships, and the rest is history. He was hooked at that moment. Now, most people, when they see something that they want to do, it takes them years and years and years to get to the top. But not for Rambo. The very next year, Rambo found himself sitting in the championship game with Big Timer, with Dodgers, and with Sharp. He found himself in the championship game in the 2009 MLG National Championships, and he won. He won the championship that year, and that was the first of many championships that Rambo would experience. Now, he has had a very, very storied career, and an amazing stat is that Rambo has been on 2 teams for over 11 events. He was on Optic Gaming. He was on that roster. There was a little short time where Optic joined Apex North America, basically so that they could travel to the other side of the world and play competitively, and they weren't going to be able to do it under an Optic Gaming sponsorship, so Apex picked them up, and they played with Apex, I believe, for 4 events, which they won 1st place on all of them, and then they joined Optic and went back to EGL and got another 1st place. Rambo has been an amazingly successful talent, and he played 11 events with Optic, and he's played 11 events with Envyus, and like I said earlier, he has had a 1st place finish on every game with the exception of Modern Warfare 2, and I know some of you are thinking, wait, he didn't win anything on Black Ops. He actually did. They won, Envyus won UGC Niagara. Now, not all of the pro teams, like the large teams, were there, but they did win that event. UGC Niagara, which of course is coming up this year as well. Envyus won that event last year with Rambo. And one of the things, you know, Rambo has had some controversial things happen in his career, and the most controversial was when he was dropped at the beginning of Black Ops 2 for Optic Nade Shot. Now, Rambo was a Canadian resident at the time. I don't know if he still is. I know he lives in the Envy house. But at the time, Rambo was a Canadian resident, and Machinima was not going to allow him to play in Frag Cup because it was like gambling or something, and the laws are different with gambling. And so Rambo couldn't play. And everybody thought Optic was going to temporarily drop Rambo, especially with all of the success that Optic had winning all but one event with Rambo, the super team of Rambo, Scump, Merc, and Big Timer. The super team, before there was an Impact, before there was a Complexity, there was an Optic Gaming that won everything that they picked up, with the exception of one event, the last event, and they took second place on Modern Warfare 3. And with all that success, everybody assumed that Rambo was just going to be temporarily put to the side, and they were going to pick up Nade Shot from Optic Nation, his team that he ran at Optic, and he was going to play Machinima Frag Cup, but then UMG Chicago, they would bring Rambo back. But it didn't work that way. They actually, and it was Scump that made the announcement, they actually dropped Rambo and then picked up Nade Shot permanently. And it was Scump that tweeted out that they were going to be dropping Rambo, and Rambo took it actually rather well. He said that it was a surprise, and Rambo played on Roughnexx for one event with Parasite and Clayster. I'm still amazed that that team didn't do exceptionally well, but if you think about the personalities there, Parasite is a leader, Clayster is a leader, and Rambo is a leader. You put 3 leaders on a team, man, that was probably some craziness. Talent-wise, they're great, but I think they placed 6th at that event, and so Optic Gaming actually won UMG Chicago, which Nade Shot knew that if they didn't win UMG Chicago, he was going to get dropped, and maybe Rambo was going to get picked back up, because Roughnexx was kind of like a temporary thing, and immediately Parasite went to Impact, and Clayster went to Unite, and Rambo went to Envyus at that point, and he's been on that team ever since, and it was so controversial. However, just like when Clayster left Unite and everybody was like, oh no, what are you doing? Rambo ended up getting a higher placing at what I would call the most important event of the year, which is the Call of Duty Championships, where Rambo and Team Envyus placed 2nd to Impact, and they almost won the event. They went to last map with Impact because of a crazy hardpoint win on Raid, and they almost won the event, and at that point, Rambo walked away with $50,000. Optic Gaming did get 3rd place with Nade Shot. However, ever since UMG Chicago, Optic has not won an event. Now, Envyus won UGC Niagara, and they took 2nd place at COD Champs, but they haven't had the greatest of placings. And, you know, I mentioned it earlier, Rambo is considered one of the smartest players in the game, and that's why when Envyus asked him they were going to drop him, and when Envyus asked when they were going to drop him, and Rambo said, you know, I want to stay with the organization, I think it's the best thing for the org, for the team. And that was such an amazing, humble move that Rambo made when he said, I want to do the best thing for Team Envyus and for Hastro and for the organization, and he decided he was going to be a coach. And I've always thought Rambo would make a great coach because in-game, the way he communicates, this guy is an OBJ, and he's been doing it since Modern Warfare 3. He is an OBJ that has the ability to lead his team because he was captain of that Modern Warfare 3 Optic team that won all those events. He has an ability to be an OBJ and lead his team at the same time, and he calls COD a thinking game. Most people think of it as, you know, it's easy. All you got to do is, you know, have a good shot and be a Slayer, and it's one of the reasons that a lot of Slayers, like Proofy, like Karma, they have a hard time and have had a hard time getting along with Rambo, and it's been made public. I'm not throwing out anything that was not public, that Karma actually, it was hard for him to get along with Ray because Rambo's position was OBJ. He wasn't outslaying everyone, but he would tell the Slayer, you're doing the wrong thing, you're going in the wrong direction, you need to do this, you need to do that. He does that with Study right now, and it's awesome that Study is just taking that and using it to become a better player, because although Envyus got the in my mind, the leftovers from all the trades. And Nameless is a great player, and Study is a great player, and Rambo is a great player. But Mert got kind of left by himself because Scump, Proofy, Goonjar, they just all left, you know. And so Mert got left by himself, and all these trades, this great powerhouse, Envyus, this great organization, somehow got left out because everybody was making decisions to go to Optic and LV and TK even, but Envyus got left out. However, since they formed that team, and Rambo, based on his humble move, since he dropped back down to playing and he got back on the sticks, Envyus has won a 2K, they placed second in the Winter Invitational, and they easily qualified for the regionals, and in my mind are a shoo-in to make it to Call of Duty Championships and finish top 6 in that tournament. Now, they could easily finish higher than that. It just depends on what teams make it to the LAN and what teams don't. In my mind, I sometimes call Rambo Professor Codsworth. That's my nickname for him. The best thing I've ever seen him do is cast. Just to be honest, when I watch Rambo cast, I learn. When I watch most casters, and they're good at what they do, but when you watch most casters, you don't learn about the game. You listen, and they help you to know what's going on that you can't see because they're watching the kill feed, they have multiple screens. Rambo teaches while he casts, and I think that's what always made me think he was going to be an amazing coach, is that while he's casting, he teaches you. And so Rambo will go down as a great player. You know, Optic Gaming, Team Envyus are the two big teams that he's been on. Of course, he was on Xtravagant with Big Timer, and he played there. Of course, he was on Roughnexx. He's only been on 4 teams, basically, I'll say, for his career, and he's always been successful. And I believe that Ghost is going to end up being a good game for Team Envyus and for Rambo. He's going to be around for a long time. This is your boy, Kingdom Soldier, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.